Previously on Steins.
In the anime, he fucking just decks the shit out of her. I mean, not like a little punch, like Falcon motherfucking punch. I mean, look at this shit.
And now back to fucking up history.
Hello! This is NicoB, back with some more Steins. We last left off with the most banana shit in this game has shown so far, which is freaking saying something. So we've been through some serious bananas up till now, but oh my god, just nothing could prepare me for Braun being FB and then him shooting himself in the face, then my going freaking crazy pants, you know? Oh my god, that was just like all in one episode. It was like, oh my god, that was crazy. That was out of control. Ooh, turning into a little psycho, that really like disturbed me. I was like, I don't like this. No, you were so cute and adorable earlier. Now you're so demented. You're turned to Sachiko. Apparently, this actually, a lot of you guys who've seen the anime apparently were caught off guard too by Nai turning evil like that. Because apparently in the anime she doesn't do that. Nai doesn't turn crazy. It was just. And actually, I think they handled that situation a little differently. Like, Braun apparently killed Moeka. That's what you guys said. And then shot himself. And Nai didn't end up going crazy. Which, I don't really like that as much just because it kind of makes Braun seem like, in the anime, seem more like a douche. I kind of liked how in this one, he was at least sort of more redeeming in that he didn't kill Moeka. And it seemed like he was actually genuinely trying to keep her safe. Oh, God, though. That was rough. I'm hoping Nai isn't crazy in this after jumping through the world line again. But anyway, I think we should now finally be back to square one, hopefully. I don't know, unless we have to undo the lottery thing, but I don't think that really changed much. Although, who knows? Butterfly shit, you know? Fucking butterflies. Anyway, the world shatters, warps, and reforms. Hopefully that pain in my arm is gone. And those sensations disappear, and the color gradually returns to the world. I find myself standing in the street near the lab. I better have that fucking IBM 5100 back or I'll be pissed off. The burning pain in my right arm is suddenly gone. Yes. I look down, there's no wound, no blood. Instead, I'm holding a convenience store bag with about 2 bottles of Dr. P. Yes. Replace the pain in my arm with bottles of Dr. People. Chock full of 37 different types of people. Yummy. I guess it worked. I search for Moeka's apartment. When I get there, Moeka opens the door normally and peeks out at me. She looks fine. No signs of despair, no blood stain by the door, no knife either. Oh, she's pointing a gun at me. She's gonna kill me. Okabe-kun. Hey, how's it going? How did you know where let me kill some time here. Barge in the room. Booga booga booga. Our Moeka's death passed with no sign of Nai. Where the line has changed. Oh, thank God. Well, what? Moeka's right in front of me. She sends me a mail. Back to the old days.
I don't need IBM 5100 anymore, Moeka.
It was like forever since we conversed like this. What do you mean?
My supervisor told me to stop looking.
Oh, right. Duh, I did that. Oh, silly Nico, you forgot all about that thing you did 5 seconds ago. FB told you to stop. Oh. How do you know about FB? Where'd you get that information, Moeka? From you? Because you were talking about it all the time? Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. So FB's still alive. I feel relief, but also fear. I mustn't forget that he is my enemy. For now, however, I'm more interested in what Moeka just said. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, Braun said he was probably going to kill himself at some point, right? So maybe he's still going to die. I don't know. Things could change. Maybe not. I hope not, because I don't want Nai to go crazy because of that. More interested in what Moeka just said. FB canceled her mission to retrieve the IBM 5100. Doing your duty says you have her disposal, so we're more like cattle than dogs. Recall his last words. Perhaps he canceled her mission so that they wouldn't be eliminated. But no, I did that, right? That was me. That was me saying that. Or was that, wait, when I sent it, what did I say exactly? Was I just saying it wasn't at the shrine? Is that it? Okay, I thought that was from what I did. Maybe she's saying something else happened, an additional thing. That's the truth is maybe he really was trying to save Moeka.
Live in fear, regret a copy retard. Until we meet again in 15 years.
You're gonna die, motherfucker. Ah!
Wonder what happened to Nye. Can't get that childish yet hate-filled voice out of my head. On that world line, I turned an innocent girl into a murderer. By my lip hard enough to draw blood. Won't fear you, Nye, nor will I repent. That world line has already been undone. But how will things turn out on this new world line? Okay, wait, that's a little confusing. So we're still referring to them as world lines when I think about it. But then there's the alpha and the beta world line, right? It seems like we should be calling it something else, doesn't it? Because since this isn't I'm technically not on the beta world line yet. I'm just, or maybe that's just how you say it, you know. I don't know.
Ah, you're thinking too much. Stop thinking about so much, nigga. I'm sorry.
There's no point thinking about it. Exactly. If the plan worked, the Avenue 5100 should already be back in my possession. If it's not, then fuck my balls. If that's the case, there's no need to stay on this world line either. Oh my god. Back to the beginning of the game again. Way back to the lab. Stop by the Bron 2 workshop, peeking through the window. Sup, douchebag? 42CR and CRT is powered on. Tenoji, FB is lounging in front of it, reading the sports pages. FB is still alive. His daughter, Nye, has no reason to hate anyone now. Climb the stairs to the lab. There's nobody there but Krisu. Have you been to Kiryu's Moega's apartment?
Huh?
Kiryu pauses her at-channel browsing session to look at me in confusion.
Moeka-san's apartment? Never.
Oh, okay.
Why do you ask?
Doesn't matter, just wondering. Who the balls? Oh, Miuri! Aw, haven't seen you in a while.
Uncle Ray's been acting strange lately, so maybe she didn't go to Komimon today. Are you at the lab? He'll go there now. I haven't seen you a couple days, you know. We usually see each other every day, so it's really lonely.
Oh no, oh no.
I know it's only been 4 days, I'm used to being with you all the time. I'm your hostage, remember? Don't let go.
Oh no, why can't I reply back to this? It's okay, Miuri. Oh, she misses Akabe. I think she does. I think she does like Akabe. I think that's... So she has a crush on somebody. I mean, I can't think of anybody else it would be.
No, I love Daru.
What? No fucking way. Daru, really? Yes, I knew it. So Miuri and I hook up and we make Suzuha. It all makes sense now. Ah, Daru, horny powers, go.
Doesn't matter, just wondering. I cut across the line and head straight for the development room. In the middle of the room sits the timely machine. After a glance at the timely machine, I scan the shelves.
Oh, fuck yes, it's here.
Large, familiar cardboard box. That weighs 8,000 pounds. I was right. Inside the box is the IBM 5100, the legendary retro PC stolen from me by a twist of fate. By which I mean I fucked myself over. What do you guys said? This game's returning a bit into like Corpse Party in that I think things would have just been better if we just hadn't fucked around at all, you know? Pretty much, in some way you were right, actually. At last, it has returned! Fuck it! And then I dropped in, it broke, and fuck! The long battle is finally over. Well, sort of. I got it back, now I still gotta do whatever it was I intended to do. I almost forgot by this point. We gotta crack their code, right? I did it. We saved Miuri. Right, we had to crack their code and then jump to the beta world line. Daru, where's my super hacker? Can't contain my excitement. My heart is beating like a jackhammer.
He's not here. He went to Komimon, remember?
Oh, right. Damn that horny bastard. In that case, he won't return till evening. He's gonna come back with so many Miku dolls. Hey, what's this old retro PC doing where all my Miku dolls should be? Get this junk out of here! Toss out the window. No! Komima! I can't wait that long. So I fire up the time machine and leap. Grease's gonna be like,
What the hell, dude?
don't care, bye! And away we go! Whee! How far back am I gonna go? As Shaven Color returned to the world, I see Dar in front of his computer, sleepily playing in a rogue. Grease is napping on the sofa. She's probably just done with her all-nighter on the time machine. Mary's not around. She probably went to Lukaku's to beg him to cosplay. Daru, Christina! Greasy jerks awake. It's time for the final phase of Operation Verdante. My sonorous declaration earns only blank stares. Why are they so slow? The IBM 5100, Daru.
Yeah?
Listen to me, man. We have an IBM 5100. God, I feel like I haven't seen you in forever, Daru. What?
I know, right? God, when was the last time I showed up in an episode? You know, that it was actually the regular me, Daru, and not like alternate version Daru, who didn't know what was going on.
We have an IBM 5100.
Of course we do. You're the one who found it, O'Green.
Yes, I did. I found it out about Anabashi Shrine.
Yeah, I know. You've been drinking too much soda. Are you high? You've been hiding weed from me, man?
Let me sleep for crying out loud.
Greasy rubs her eyes and complains. She looks dead tired.
I was up all night.
Question, Daru. Have you researched how to use the IBM 5100?
Huh? Well, yeah, I guess. Can you believe I did it while preparing for Komiba? I'm like a saint or something. They knight me for this in England. Sir Daru! Sir Daru Horny Pants.
And we shall call you Sir Super Hacker.
Hell no.
You guys shut up. You're giving me a headache. Oh, I'm so fucking hungover.
Daru knows how to use IBM 5100, then we can hack Sir right now.
Right now.
Hear me, lab mems. Here's not here, but that's actually more convenient. Our long struggle has at last reached its climax. Ragnarok is at hand. Now we must deliver the decisive blow. With the power of IBM 5100, we shall crack CERN's most secure database and destroy from the inside. When am I gonna learn to stop saying this shit so loudly with the window open?
I heard that, dum-dum.
Sorry, Mr. Braun, FB, guy's gonna kill me later. Through the cowardly apparatus known as Echelon, the enemy has acquired precious intelligence on our activities. Now they plot to steal our sacred time machine, upon which the rest of the hopes and dreams of all mankind. Beneath the scholarly trappings, CERN is a hive of scum and villainy, of men who would sacrifice innocent souls in their quest to rule all space-time. But now we are poised to crush them with the hammer of justice. When we do, they will know once for all, by whose hand the wheel of fate truly turns. Man, I am back gung-ho into the Chunbyu shit. When the sun sets upon the battlefield of House system that rules the world will crumble, and from the flames the new rage will rise, an age of glorious unfettered chaos.
Ah, shut up!
Greasy gets fed up and rises from the sofa.
What are you talking about?
Nobody can know the darkness in O'Green's heart. Not even I.
First get your character straight. What kind of mad scientist talks about the hammer of justice?
I guess he just caught up in the heat of the moment. Maybe he regrets it now.
Come on, guys, stop complaining and get ready.
You're ready.
Crack, sir, were you listening?
I don't think that's a good idea.
Would you come as goody two-shoes? Where's your ambition?
Are you trying to get us arrested?
That's not the problem. I found the urge to grind my teeth. Instead, I fixed Creasy with my stare. It's taking me so long, so fucking long just to reach this point.
What are you talking about? We just did this.
No, you don't understand. You don't understand. I've seen Yuri die 87 times now, all right? Oh my God. So many ways. Decapitation. She ate a banana and choked on it. She spontaneously combusted. She had a heart attack. She got run over by a train a few times. Oh my God. Do you have any idea what that's like? Do you? Because I don't think you do. It's my chance to escape the Alpha War line and save Yuri. I won't let anyone get in my way. Anyone!
NicoB.
Oh, why so serious, man?
Why so serious? Got good reason. To them, only half an hour has passed since the time the machine was built, but to me, many days have passed since this ordeal began. Yeah. That's what he means by, he's outside the forces of causality or whatever. He's like, to him, it's been like over a week probably. Please, bow my head deeply. Please hear me out. Or else Miuri will die. In 26 years, the world will be ruined by CERN, so his sacrifice will have been for nothing. Kara claps you on the shoulder, and then smiles broadly and thrusts his thumb at skyward.
It's not like I'm cracking for you or anything, okay?
Oh God.
What? I burst out in laughter. Sir Super Happer, Sundere version. It's here to say that it's like,
Baka! It's not like I'm doing this for you or anything, alright? God. No. It's not like I have feelings for you or anything. Get off me, bro. God,
Seriously, I couldn't have asked for a better right-hand man. Star hooks up the IBM 5200s to his PC and explains the situation one more time. Let's hope this is the last. Okay, this all happened because of the very first email I sent to Daru. CERN intercepted that email with Echelon and figured out what it meant, and then they sent their rounders after us and killed us like 8,000 times. They will kill Miuri, kidnap us, and steal a time machine. Some years after that, I assumed Dara and I escaped and formed the resistance to which Suzuha belonged. I tried to save Miuri, but nothing worked, and every world line converges on the same result, just as attractor field theory said they would.
You know, if this is all in your head, I think you can get a career as a light novel author ahead of you. Waka waka, you get it?
Yes, I get it.
Although I don't think this is probably a light novel.
It's true, all of it. Prevent Miuri's death. Free Sua's future from CERN. We need to escape for the Alpha World Line. I think we can do that by canceling all of our changes to the timeline so far. Let's return to the Beta World Line, the world line that existed before I sent that first email. We're referring to the email that I sent about Kurisu dying, right? It's just one more step. We need to erase the first email from CERN's database. If what Sua said is correct, then erasing the data will take us over 1% divergence and back to the Beta World Line. It's just one short email, barely 36 bytes, but it changed the course of human history. The butterfly effect.
Fascinating.
Kurisu mutters as she sips her hot coffee. But if we're going back to the other world line, now that I think about it, Kurisu was dead on that world line, right? Like she's already recovered from her exhaustion.
You believe him, Makise-shi?
In theory, I'd like to see objective data, but that's obviously impossible.
Relax, your timing machine worked perfectly.
Of course it did. Baka!
God, why are you both so unsundere? Stop it! Stop turning me on so much. Says that, that's just like Kurisu.
Besides, we were already planning to crack CERN's database, weren't we? Fine, let's see what's in there. If the mail data did exist, then it's proof that what you said is true.
So what you're saying is, don't think, feel. Got it. Feel.
You lost me.
What he means to say is, don't think, do. Do. Dar extracts his massive body from the space beyond the desk, plops himself down on the chair, and wipes away his sweat.
Done bridging them. I need to tinker with the settings a little, but we should be up and running in about 10 minutes.
All right.
So the first email started everything. Was that the one you showed me at ATF? The one that said I died or something?
Right. I found you dead at Radio Kaiken and sent Dar an email. When I said first, I thought you meant the lottery one. Dar happened to be experimenting on the phone wave, so it just changed at the time, so the discharge phenomenon occurred, and the mail was... My voice trails off. Uh-oh. Things tell me to stop. Fear rises in my chest. A sudden, terrible certainty that I'm missing something vital. Uh-oh. And he's just realizing that. And he's just like, oh, wait a minute. If that was the Alpha World Line that I was on originally, that means Kreese is going to die. And that's probably what causes the whole... prevents CERN from getting the time machine thing, right? Because she's dead, and she was sort of considered the founder of time traveling, right? I'm missing something vital. Friendly replay the conversation in my head. Must cancel all of our changes to the timeline so far. The very first email started it all. Kind of surprised we're not canceling the lottery one. Did that just not affect enough stuff, I guess? One that said I died or something. Return to the world line that existed before I sent the first email. An icy fist seizes my heart, and I turn to Kreese and look at pure terror. Our eyes meet. His eyes of her no longer show the sharp defiance from when we first met. Instead, they glow warmly with the light of curiosity. Oh.
What?
I was right. I had missed something vital. Something dire. The world line I set my sights on to save Miuri. The world line upon which Suzuha staked her hope for the future. I did not realize that that was the world line that I started on before I sent the first email, that it actually had... That's what set everything off in motion. I didn't realize I actually started off on the beta world line and switched to the alpha. That didn't occur to me. I thought that I'd never been on that world line. Now I see. Oh, man. That sucks. World line I'm at last poised to reach at the end of the long struggle. That world line Miuri lives. On the world line, CERN fails. You know, that world line. On the 8th floor of Radio Kaiken. Makise Kurisu dies. I'm also waiting because there's at some point during that, it sounds like I went back. I went back in time because remember Kurisu, when I first met her, she talked to me like, she's like, I had talked to her already. She's like, are you okay? Like, you seemed really emotional earlier. Like, it sounds like I had come in from, there's going to be a point where I'm going to come in from the future, right? And, I don't know, try to prevent her from dying, and I'm going to be like super emotional or something. I'm just waiting for that moment. Oh, shit. Chapter 10, Stardust Sky. I wonder if this is the last chapter of the game. We're definitely getting close, though. I'm definitely getting to the nitty-gritty of the game. I thought that I found the solution, that everything would be alright. The equation was meaningless. I'd solved nothing. Instead, I'm left with a terrible choice. Miuri or Kurisu. One of them must die. Unfortunately, this is sort of like, which is the lesser of two evils here? I mean, it's true that I love both of these. I love both of these two. Although I probably like Miuri more than Kurisu. Just saying. I'm not saying I dislike Kurisu at all. I think she's very sweet, but I think Miuri's just too adorable. But also, I mean, just the fact that CERN doesn't destroy the world, and the one where Kurisu dies, that's kind of the other thing. It's kind of like, well, they must die. Rikaiken is still off limits. They haven't yet repaired the hole that Suzu's time machine made. Look down through the hole at the streets of Akiba. From up here, they look narrow and stifling. Across the way, a train rumbles by. I see those striped cars move past. I came here because I wanted to be alone. The day before yesterday, I abruptly canceled the attempt to hack CERN. Uh-oh. Kreese and Dara demanded an explanation, but I just couldn't give them one. You'd think Kreese would have figured it out. I mean, I just literally said, where she was saying, like,
well, you said I died?
Decision has paralyzed me. 2 days later, I'm still nowhere close to finding an answer. What do I do? 2 weeks ago, on July 28th, Dr. Nakabachi held a press conference in this very spot. The same day Kreese was murdered. So we go through with the plan, delete the first email I sent. The one about Kreese's death from CERN's database. That returns to the Beta War line where it all began. What happened then? According to my predictions, our friend, Lab M4, Pikisa Kreese would disappear. Someone who died on July 28th cannot be alive now on August 15th. That would defy causality, a time paradox. And it also means the time limit machine's gonna be gone. This is seriously the point of no return, right? Right, so if I don't... Yeah, because so it will be... I'm guessing, right? The time limit technology won't exist. When I've already rejected her existence. The moment we erase the D-mail, Kreese will cease to exist. And so I'm left with two options. Option 1, hack CERN with the IBM 5100 to erase the first email I sent. That's returning to the Beta World line. Kreese will disappear, but Muriel will still live. CERN will never build a time machine, and the future will be free. Option 2, don't hack CERN. Keep living here on the Alpha World line. Muriel will die, so will Moeka and FB. Oh, no, they are. They're destined to die. Okay, so they are destined to die on this world line. Regardless. Then that means that Nai is still probably going to turn crazy, right? Until I've gotten to the other world line. Ugh. Yeah, I don't want to stay on this world line. This world line sucks. So we'll make an FB. Kreese will likely be kidnapped by CERN, but at the very least, she won't die. With the research, CERN will gain control of space-time. The future will be a dystopia where no one is free. And I'm supposed to choose? Ridiculous. But you gotta laugh. How am I, of all people, supposed to make that choice? There's no way. I don't really care about the future, whether it's free or ruled by CERN. I know I should care. Suzu entrusted her wish to me. Doesn't that make it my responsibility? Still doesn't seem quite real. 20 years is a long time. Right now, only Miuri and Kreese matter. I must choose which to save. If I had been given this choice back on July 28th, before this all started, I would probably not have hesitated to abandon Kreese and save Miuri. But it's not July 28th. It's August 15th. That's almost a month, man! It's been too long with Kreese. She's one of us now. An integral part of the lab. And as I leap through time again and again, she was the person I relied on most. Always calm, always thoughtful, always ready with a new hypothesis. Always there to give me a push when I needed it most. I wouldn't even have the time leak machine if not for Kreese. It's thanks to her that I made it this far. After all she's done for me, there's no way I can abandon her now. But nor can I let Miuri die. I mean, look at that little face! The thing I've done, I did to save her. I would give anything, even my own life, to see her safe. More than anything, I want her to live. No matter what, I won't let her die. I can't choose. I can't! Kill Kreese, kill Miuri. That is what this choice comes down to. Is this how it ends? Is this how this fucking game ends? Drive my fist into the wire fence. Suha, Ferris, Lukaku, Moeka. Is this what I sacrificed your memories for? Is there another option? No way to save them both? Or if I use Suzuha's time machine? I could return to the Beta World line, then use her time machine to travel to July 28th. But no, that won't work. The reason Suo left 2010 was to prevent CERN from creating a dystopia. That only occurs on this world line. On the Beta world line, she'll have no reason to leap to 2010. Suo's time machine won't exist, so I won't be able to use it. Alright, then what if I send Kurisu a warning via D-mail? I could say, don't go to Dr. Nakabashi's presentation. No, it's not. That's not gonna make a difference. Again, if her death is predestined or whatever, like FB, Moika's, and Miuri's on this, she's gonna die eventually. That won't work either. Remember, causality converges. Grease's death is inevitable on the Beta world line, just as Miuri's is inevitable on this world line. No matter what I do, fate will ensure her death. There's no way. I slowly sink to the floor with my back against the fence. I can't save her. I'm powerless against the will of fate. What should I do? What should I do? Maybe Miuri doesn't die on the current world line. I cancel Moika's D-mail. Plus, I haven't had an opportunity to check that it diverges meter since. Might there be a chance? The power continues. Miuri's death was pushed back to the night of the 17th. Miuri doesn't die between 7 and 8 p.m. that night, then I won't have to face this horrible decision. Come on, man. Just give that shit up. Get that line of thinking up by this point. It's unlikely. I understand that from all my experiences so far. Still, I can't help but cling to that hope. Miuri and Kurisu. If I could just save them both. Then I don't care if the future is ruled by CERN. I'll betray Suzu's dream if that's what it takes. Ooh. So please, let Miuri live. To whom should I make this desperate plea? God? Fate? The universe itself? Either way, I'm just one insignificant human among billions. My prayers truly reach. I already know what the answer will be. That knowledge, that certainty, is despair! Despair. Oh, crap. Ah, fuck me, man. Komiwa runs for 3 straight days from the 15th to the 17th. The last day, I go with Miuri and stay with her from morning till Komiwa closes. It's not really my thing, though, and the crowd is ridiculous, so I wait off to the side with Miuri's bags from time to time. From time to time, Miuri appears with new bags for me to guard, and usually a snack for us to share. Most of the day, I spend alone. To some extent, I'm here to escape reality, to empty my mind and forget my fears. But when I close my eyes, I can still hear the footsteps of death approaching.
Oh, we're finally home.
It's already dark by the time the bus drops us back at Akiba. Miuri's dragging her costume case behind her. I'm carrying bags covered in moe artwork and loaded with Dojin Shinji. These are all Miuri's purchases, not mine. Can't believe she bought so much. I guess the reason she doesn't cosplay herself is that she's too busy shopping. We get off the bus and just stand there for a while. What are we gonna do now? Head straight home?
Actually, I was thinking of going to the lab.
Need something?
Not really. It's been a while since I got to relax with Uncle Green.
Aw.
I'm a little hungry, so I'll buy some juicy chicken number 1 on the way.
Ooh, juicy chicken number 1. Yay!
Miuri wants a taste of normalcy again. Now the chaos with Komiwa has ended. I can't begrudge her that. I snuffled a groan and shrugged my shoulders. Back to the lab then.
Hey, Uncle Green, why did you come with me, Yushi, today? You never come with me to Kamiba before. You're not even interested in Moe, right?
I like robot anime, but not so much that I'd line up early in the morning for Komiwa each year like Dara and Miuri do.
So why'd you come with me today?
Well, to confirm your death. I said out loud. Nah, not really. These words pop into my head, but I quickly shake them away. I was so set on Miuri dying. I want her to live, remember?
Well?
I just felt like it.
Oh.
Suddenly silence. A downhearted frown replaced the usual smile on Miuri's face. Aww. She would probably want me to say, like, cause I love you and I want to hang out with you. Cause you're my little buddy friend. Did my answer upset her? It's not like I could tell her the truth. How do you tell someone they're going to die? Lukaku. Frankly, try to smooth things over. Thought maybe you'd manage to get Lukaku to cosplay, so I came to laugh at him. Too bad he didn't come.
Yeah, Lukaku would be so super popular if he did come, though. People would take his picture and post it all over the internet. Then everyone in the world would see how cute he is. After you became a superstar, Mishi would see him on TV and think, wow, he's gotten so far.
I know. It's scary, because it's true.
Oh, great.
So Miuri turns around and peeks at my face as she walks backwards.
Thank you for today.
Are you thanking me?
Well, like I said, this is the first time Green's ever come to Komimon with me. It made me usually really happy.
I A smile finally returns to Muri's face.
But you know what would make me even happier? If you cosplay next time.
Yeah, I'll think about it. That's right, don't think negative thoughts. Have fun. A fun, bright future.
Really? You'll cosplay with me for me?
Only if you cosplay too. NicoB too, and Christina, of course. Give us something to cosplay first. If you manage that, then I, the great insane mass scientist Young Kiro, will grace Komao with my august presence. The next Komao takes place this winter. I'll be there as if none of this ever happened. All of us laughing and smiling together. Just imagine a future like that.
Well, it's gonna be tough. But it sounds really fun too. Besides, I think Chris John secretly wants to cosplay, so there's hope. Mushi's gonna do her best.
We arrive at the lab, look up at the second floor, but there's no light in the window. Oddly enough, there's nobody here today. Got a bad feeling about this. Is Moeka going to ambush us? The previous war line I forgave Moeka and Tenoji, and it's already been undone. It's a new war line. A new shit to go down again. The Rounders are still alive, and they're still after the time leak machine. But here, Muri. I much prefer to sit and wait on the bench in front, and then I carefully check the area. I know my efforts are likely futile, but I still, I want to do anything I can. Anything to give Muri a chance, however small, of surviving on this world line. Something tells me it would be foolish to go straight up to the lab. So I decided to check the street for any suspicious people. I walked down the street towards Kuramai Bashidori, careful to always keep Muri in sight. Suddenly a white station wagon parked at the end of the street, fires its engine and takes off in our direction.
What? Oh, fuck me.
I can see clearly through the front window. The man in the driver's seat is unfamiliar. But I've seen that station wagon before. Yeah, that was the one that Braun came in, right? Same one, same one Moeka used to run us over on a previous world line. Same one Tenoji used to, it is the same one Tenoji used to transport the IBM 500. Now it's bearing down to me at full speed. In the center of the road. There's nowhere to run.
No.
Station wagon flips on its high beams, instantly turning my vision white. Can't move, it's all happening too fast. I expected an ambush inside the lab instead of facing a charging car. What do I do? No, BR's gonna come out and save you, probably. I won't die, this world hasn't approved that fate. No, wait, what day is it? It's the first time I've made it to the 17th. Does that mean my death is still undecided? Will I die in Muri's place? Am I thinking all this in the span of like 5 seconds? That will save her, that will end this. Maybe it's for the best. No, I don't want to die yet. Too contradictory emotions collide in my mind. My mind doesn't know which way to turn. Will I be the one to die?
Agreed!
No! Fucking knew that would happen! Something slams into my back. Ah! Fucking station wagons! God, I hate that fucking car. Open my eyes. I'm lying on the side of the road. My whole body hurts, but I don't appear seriously injured. Someone save me. We see station wagon's tail lights disappearing around the corner, and there lying in the center of the road is Muri. Muri! Under her side. Muri's bleeding. Oh, bleeding from the head. The pavement is slick with blood. Did she protect me? That's not what I wanted. Left up her body in my arms. Her eyes twitched and slowly open.
Oka.
Muri, I'm sorry. It's my fault. Her head wanders as if seeking something. Oh no. It reaches for the starry sky. Her eyelids are heavy. It could close any second now. She still looks straight into my eyes. For some reason, she smiles.
Darling, she was useful to Okari.
No, don't say that. You're always useful to Okari and me too. What? Stardust handshake. Her delicate fingers grasp the sky, but all they find is empty air. Her arm goes limp. Grab her hand before it hits the ground. Muri is no longer breathing. I've seen her die countless times, but this time, it's too much. This time, it's all my fault. Embrace Muri's tattered body, her lifeless, motionless, tattered body. I clench my jaw and bite back my tears. Muri, I can't see the stars from here. How could this happen? Why did she have to die like this? What possible meaning could this death have? Yes, it happened because fate demanded it. Yes, her death is unavoidable. There was all upon which this war line converges. I knew from the very beginning this would happen, but I never imagined that she would die saving me, with a smile on her face. What do you mean you were finally useful? Tell me, Muri. There's no future for Muri on this world line. That brings me once again to that choice. Do I return to the Beta world line, killing Kurisu, or do I leave things as they are, and accept Muri's death? I I can't run away. I'm the one who twisted fate. I'm the one who must decide.
Fucking shit, man.
And back we go. Gonna relive this shit again and again and again and again and again and again and again. Seriously, is there a happy ending in this game? Fucking hell. The sky's blue. I'm on the roof of Radio Kaiken after going back 56 hours with 2 time leaps. I lean against the wire fence and stretch out my legs so I look at the sky. So I wanted more time to think. That's why I came back. Last time I spent 2 days refusing to face reality, but that's no longer an option. Now I've confirmed Miuri's death. This time I need to reach a decision. But how? This equation has no solution. No matter what choice I make, someone dies. From a purely utilitarian viewpoint, I should choose the Beta World line, where CERN never creates a dystopia. But it's not that simple. Not for me. There must be some other way. According to Suzuha, 2010 is a point of great divergence at the attractor field level. The divergence had already commenced by the time I sent the D-mail reporting Kreesu's death. So when did divergence begin? I can't say for sure, but I think it was the moment we completed the phone wave, names started to change. That was around middle of July. Dara and I deemed it a failure right after completion. By the time Kreesu was killed, there was already a huge divergence of the attractor field level. Now I think about it, reading Steiner activated that day when I sent that D-mail that started it all. At that moment, every pedestrian and vehicle on the main street of Akiba suddenly vanished. It feels so long ago, but now I can finally explain it. That was the moment I moved to the Alpha World line. The Beta World line where this all began, Suzuha didn't arrive in the time machine. Dr. Nakabashi's conference went ahead as planned, and the flow of tourists and shoppers through Kiba was unimpeded. But when I sent the D-mail, events changed on a huge scale, from my perspective at least. On the current world line, Suzuha crashed her time machine to the roof of Radio Kaiken. Nakabashi's presentation was canceled, and this part of Akiba was close to traffic. So I was out on the street when the world line changed. It appeared to me as if thousands of people suddenly vanished. The truth is that they were never there to begin with. Like a magician's trick, it's so obvious once you understand how it works. The real problem is the timing of the D-mail. I moved to the Alpha World line after Kreesu died. If I had sent that D-mail before she died, then I might have been able to intervene, even now on this world line. But no, that would defy causality. I sent that D-mail because I saw Kreesu's body. That's the way it has to be. Who killed her anyway? I still don't know. Definitely wasn't suicide.
Maybe it was Dr. Nakabachi, that piece of shit.
What if I identified the murderer and send them a D-mail warning them off? Would that prevent her death? I mean, no one has tried to kill her on this world line, have they? There's a chance. If I were to send that D-mail, I would first have to move to the Beta World line. The more I think of it, the more futile it seems. Varsity Miuri died countless times. Everything I tried to prevent it failed. I understand all too well. When fate wants someone dead, nothing can stop it. I can't save Kreesu.
There you are.
I was wondering if she's going to show up and slap me out of my funk. Thought I was alone, but it seems I was wrong. Sure, I see Kreesu standing in front of the open door. For my eyes, I can't look her in the face. Not now.
What are you doing here?
Nothing. How'd you know I was here?
You said you wanted to be alone. I ran the numbers and concluded that I had the greatest probability of finding you here.
Leave me alone. You don't have to look for me. I'm not a lost little boy.
Hey, how's it? Is that how you treat someone who's worried about you? Not that I'm worried about you or anything.
Perhaps she gets herself flustered. Kreesu's eyes was on a serious expression.
I was going to leave you alone at first, but you've been acting weird the last couple of days. You're always weird, but more than usual. You look like a kid forced to eat crappy oatmeal. What happened?
Nothing.
Then why did you cancel the cracking of CERN?
You're the one who said we shouldn't.
Oh, so you're afraid of triggering arrest flags? I get it.
You should praise me for obeying law for a change.
It's not like you at all. What happened to your ego? What happened to the sane mad scientist showing kill?
To hell with my ego! This time, it's not that simple. I forced my ego on the others before. So Ferris, Lukaku, I sacrificed their dreams for the sake of my goal. I just by telling myself it was necessary to save Miuri. I weighed their suffering against the alternative and made my self-righteous choice. This time the alternatives are impossible to compare. I have to choose which friend to let die. It would be much easier if I knew what was right.
Which friend to let die? What are you talking about?
I'm just a student, Christina, you know? The insane mad scientist Yoin Kyoma? It's just a fantasy. A character I made up. I bet you had no idea.
I may have figured that out when we first met.
We first met. What if I hadn't found Kreesu's body back then? Let's try imagining that situation. If I hadn't seen Kreesu dead, I wouldn't have interrogated her before the seminar at ATF. Without hearing me call her a zombie, she wouldn't have taken an interest in me. She wouldn't have she wouldn't have come to the lab. Ultimately, we never built a time loop machine, leaving me without the means to save Yuri. Of course, Kreesu could not have become our friend. We would not be as close as we are right now.
Tell me, NicoB, what do you mean?
Can't meet her questioning gaze. Do I have to tell you?
You've never hesitated to ask me for help before. Don't hold back now.
That's not what this is all about. Prepare yourself. What I'm about to tell you is the absolute truth. It could also be your death sentence.
Eh?
Here's your voice cracks a little. Remember what I told you before. When we delete the demo from CERN's database, we'll reach the beta war line. Yuri doesn't die.
Where CERN doesn't take over the world, right? Everyone lives, everyone's free. I mean, it's not perfect.
Perfect? It's anything but. I showed you the first email, didn't I? The one that started it all? On the beta war line, the events described in that email actually happened. Kreesu's a genius. I have no doubt she understands. Kreesu, on the beta word line, you die on July 28th. According to the tractor field model, nothing can prevent that from happening. If I want to save Yuri, I have no choice but to let you die. Kreesu says nothing. What expression is she making now? I reluctantly take a look at her face. She's staring out across the cityscape. Her eyes look distant. I see neither fear nor sadness in her face. She seems accepting. Kreesu is always like this. Calm no matter what. It's hard to believe she's younger than me. Her soft chestnut hair blows in the wind. She lifts a hand to hold it down.
Hey, NicoB? How credible do you find this attractive field model?
Credible?
It's all secondhand info from John Teeter. For Namane's son, isn't it? I get it that this is the accepted model in 2036, but how exactly does scientists prove the existence of tractor fields?
Are you trying to say the model may be wrong? But I know for certain that convergence exists. I've experienced it firsthand.
If they're right about convergence, what about the relationship between world lines?
The moment I change world lines, everything is reconstructed. Past, present, and future.
But that's just from your perspective, NicoB. Once you go to the beta world line, the me that your brain perceives will die. In other words, your perspective will have chosen the world line where I die instead of the one where I don't. However, why can't the world your brain perceives to be different from the world line my brain perceives?
Wait, what?
Why can't the world your brain perceives be different from the world my brain perceives?
Brains. I forgot especially it was a neuroscience. So you're saying world lines are independent?
Like trains, maybe.
Trains.
Let me give you an easy example.
She sticks out her phone and starts fiddling with it.
If I want to get the train from Akiba to Yokohama, which route should I use?
I didn't know you were a rail fan.
It's just an example, jeez. You choose to take the Yamanote line to Tokyo Station, then transfer to the Tokaido main line for the rest of your trip.
Kreesu keeps talking, she looks at her phone, apparently reading off an itinerary.
But I take the Yamanote line to Yosaki, then transfer to the Shonan Shinjuku line. Another person, say Yoshisa, may take the Gaihin Toko line for some reason. And Yuri might ride the Shinkansen from Tokyo. And you and I ride the same train till Tokyo Station, but from there we ride different lines while still aiming for the same destination.
And that applies to the universe. You're claiming the existence of parallel worlds.
I like to use my imagination too, sometimes. But where's the proof that there's only one world?
So it said so. And then there's reading Steiner.
In other words, an unknown time traveler and your unexplainable superpower.
But we knew Suzuha.
There's no way to prove that she was Hashida's daughter, or anything that she said about 2036 either. That, not without going there ourselves. And if reading Steiner is what you say, then it means that your subjective experience influences the memories of every single human being. That's completely absurd, NicoB. If it's true, then you're literally a god!
You're right. I am a god.
But there are no gods in reality. The world doesn't revolve around you. It's just your brain making you believe that it does. If that makes you this world's god, then I must be a god too. My brain's just as big as yours.
What are you trying to say?
Say you choose the world line where I die. That doesn't mean I have to do the same. The fact is that I'm standing here right now, observing the world with my own subjectivity. I already exist on a world line where I don't die. Even if your perspective shifts to the Bay World line, my perspective might remain here.
Oh, I see. I see what she means. Yeah, so... But then that would also... But then that would sort of mean that those other worlds that I was in... So, did all actually happen, right? Where, like, Nye goes crazy and all that shit. That's, like, also happening. And meaning when I'm leaping in the time leap machine, that I am actually abandoning another world. And what happens to my body that I'm leaving behind?
It's a question of where the soul lies. Now, will you have your way with my soul?
No true scientist would accept a hypothesis that flimsy.
There's a chance I'm right. So you have nothing to worry about.
She smiles. Actually smile. I told her that she's going to die.
The problem is that you don't want to let me die, right? But my hypothesis is correct. I'll still be alive in another possible world line. So there's no reason to be afraid.
It's just a hypothesis.
The same is true of attractor fields. It has been proven, even if somebody did prove it by 2036, it doesn't help us here in the present. In other words, anything is possible.
Gracie turns her back to me after finishing. It's an armchair theory. A daring armchair theory that could, quite possibly, render meaningless everything I've done up to now. How can Gracie stay so calm? She's just an 18-year-old girl.
You really don't have to worry about me, NicoB. It would just hurt my pride if you did.
Don't say it like that. Yuri. Hello?
Miri, what are you doing calling me?
Yuri?
Yeah.
That screens Miri's face to voice the usual brightness for some reason. What's wrong?
I heard from Dara that Okarin's been acting kind of strange. She was so preoccupied with Komima, she didn't really notice. Even though she usually notices right away when Okarin's not happy. I'm sorry, Okarin.
Oh, it's okay.
Don't apologize. You've done nothing wrong.
Did something happen? Okarin?
I can't tell her. I can't. I've kept it a secret from her all this time. That's the way it has to be. I don't know. Maybe she just... I mean, like, I know you've done it this whole time. It's not made any kind of difference. I don't know if telling her would make a difference either. But by this point, I almost feel like... I feel like maybe sometimes you do have to tell her. There's nothing wrong.
Oh. You used to talk to me usually about a lot of things, remember? Like, the organization's 4 leaders. Their names are Back Turkish, Virginia Burp, Balloon Drag Queen, and Wide-Eyed Gore, right?
They just got every one of them wrong. So funny. And they're so far off. Black Tortoise, Vermilion Bird, Blue Dragon, and White Tiger.
Yeah, that. It was really fun talking to Okarin about stuff like that. But now, Okarin, Mushi's a burden. Just say so, okay?
What? I never.
Yeah, I'm hanging up now. If you feel like talking to Mushi about anything, just go, okay? Dootru!
She hop on me. Aw.
What did Miri say?
How are you a burden? Don't say things like that, damn it. Why is she only serious at times like this?
A burden, huh?
I've never felt Miri was a burden. Not once.
Then you should tell her that.
It wasn't a good idea to leave Miri in the dark. She never looks like she's thinking anything. Yet, she saw my doubt. Either way, I can't tell her the truth.
NicoB,
Gracie sighs and glares at me.
the old you wouldn't have worried about anything. Anyway, you should go see Miri. I'm sure she has a lot to say.
She's right. Even if I don't tell Miri the truth, I need to at least tell her something. I'll propose my decision and go see Miri. Miri, what are you doing? It's afternoon on the first day of Komima, the crowds are finally beginning to thin out. Of course, the industry booths and cosplay are still packed, but at least I don't have to wait in line to get in. I've been trying to get in touch with Miri for a while now, but she hasn't responded. I checked with Dara, but she hasn't seen her today. Cosplay ends at 4 p.m. I focus on searching the cosplay area until then, but I still can't find her. Maybe she's finished early and went home. Tried calling her at home, no luck. They haven't seen her since she left this morning. Where is she? I was afraid that she'll disappear the second I take my eyes off of her. Oh, been like this ever since she lost her grandmother. It's just my imagination. We've been so close for so long, I saw Miri at her weakest and most vulnerable. Maybe that has made me overprotective. But I don't care how other people see us. I just can't leave Miri alone. I step into the cemetery, the final resting place of Miri's beloved grandmother. When was the last time I came here? About a year after Miri became my hostage, I periodically accompany her here. But I don't think I've been here since I entered high school. So it's been about 3 or 4 years. As I get close to Muri's grave, I begin to hear her voice. It's Muri's. I recognize her voice anywhere. It sounds like she's talking to someone. I approach quietly. Aw.
Hey, Granny.
Muri's standing there, talking to the grave. Relief, she hasn't disappeared. So I watch silently from a short distance.
I've been having scary dreams lately.
For a second, I wonder if she's learning to commune with the dead, but no, she's just talking to herself.
In my dreams, bad things keep happening to me. Like someone shoots me or a car hits me, or I get run over by a train.
What? Oh, God, now you're remembering all that shit?
What? Don't tell me.
It's so real. It hurts so much, and I feel so sad. I try to call for help, but nothing comes out. Why do you think I'm having these dreams?
Does she remember her deaths? All of them? Is she inheriting memories like I do? So maybe everybody has this ability that NicoB has, but why is it NicoB's is so lucid and everybody else's is so faint?
You know, they listen in the same way. Musie's crying, and Ocarine comes to save me. Musie tries to say thank you, Ocarine, but Ocarine can't hear my voice. He owes me Yushi and makes a very sad face like he's going to cry. And he never does, you know. I can tell he's forcing himself not to cry.
Oh. Come to think of it. Both Ferris and Lukaku remember their memories from before the past changed. I used to think that those memories couldn't be shared between world lines. I used to think that was the exception with reading Steiner. But maybe that's not the case. Maybe everyone has the same power, and the only difference is how strong it is. Yeah, see, that's what I was thinking. Maybe reading Steiner is something special after all.
That makes me usually even more sad. I try to say sorry, but he still can't hear. And that's when I wake up. Why am I having these dreams?
I feel so many times to save her. I watched her die again and again. Everything I've done has been to prevent that from happening. And yet have the memories of these deaths been tormenting her as she sleeps. I bite my lip in frustration. I still have a terrible decision to make. Do I save Miuri or do I save Kurisu? There's no perfect ending here. I can't say both. It's one or the other. If I choose Kurisu, then Miuri's dreams will become reality. I don't want Miuri to feel any pain. Until now, I've only thought of saving her. That is my goal. At the same time, I can't let Kurisu die. Yet my thoughts hit the same dead end. Miuri hasn't noticed me yet. She's still staring at the sky, just as she was on the day I took her hostage. She's talking to her grandmother in heaven.
Alright, we have a lot more lab members now, you know. There's Chris-chan, Moika-san, Muka-kun, and Ferris-chan. There's also Suzu-san, but she moved away. That makes 8 of us. It's really amazing.
This world line, they all became lab members. However, not a single one of them has sent a D-mail.
You know, it was just Ocarine and Miyushi at first. Back then, Ocarine seemed kind of bored most of the time. But now, he's having so much fun.
Is that how she sees it? Well, she's not wrong. She really does know me, doesn't she?
And that makes Miyushi happy too. It's so busy, but it's really exciting. Especially now that Chris-chan's here. She's really smart, you know. She got a paper published in a famous magazine. She really admires her. She even made a time machine. Oh, but can't forget Ocarine and Daru-kun helped too.
Then Miuri falls silent. Her gaze becomes distant. She stands still and looks up to the sky. Oh, I think she feels sort of left out, right? And she feels like, you know, it's like now that Ocarine has all these friends and they all seem to, you know, be able to contribute to everything. And that's why she said Miyoshi was finally able to help out Ocarine. And that's the way she feels. She feels like she's like the third wheel. Aw. Poor Miyoshi, it's okay. What could she be thinking?
You know, sometimes I remember, back when it was just the two of us, Miyushi had only just become Okarine's hostage. I'd go to the lab after school, but Ocarine wouldn't be there. So I'd tidy up the room and decorate it with cute things, and Ocarine would finally show up a little later. Miyushi would say, welcome back! But instead of saying, I'm back, Ocarine would say, good work, like a boss or something. Every day we spent a few hours just hanging out, doing nothing, and then we'd go home together. We didn't talk much, but it wasn't bad. We were just there, together, you know. We sit next to each other on the sofa. Ocarine would work on his big plans, Miyushi would read manga or play games. And sometimes we'd have a snack together. It was so nice and relaxing. I never wanted to leave. I'd start feeling like a real hostage, and I'd laugh to myself. Then Ocarine would turn to me and say,
I remember. It was 4 months ago, still spring. The lab wasn't as lively as it is now. It was an isolated bubble of slow-moving time. Did something good happen?
yep, well, not really. really, but kinda.
Ah, must have been an illusion. Could be under attack from an illusion conductor, one of the organization's feared agents.
Oh, gotta be careful then. You know, I'm sure Mr. Illusion Kid Hugger.
Conductor, not kid hugger.
I'm sure he's not a bad guy.
Nah. There's nothing. Just meaningless chatter to pass the time.
I feel so happy there. So happy I could cry. I just want to stay like that forever. Ah, but that doesn't mean I'm like that things are now, okay?
Miri shakes her head in denial. Finally, she stops looking up at the sky and bows her head instead.
You know, I haven't talked to Rookery much lately. Maybe she's getting a little lonely.
It's true, I haven't had the time to talk to her lately. That's because I've been fighting to prevent her death, to keep her dreams from coming true. Also, so that Miri will keep smiling. I never want to see her cry like she did on the day her grandmother died.
But you know, I want to be a burden on Ocarine.
That word again, burden. Never thought of her as a burden.
Yusi's just one big nuisance, isn't she? Granny?
Miri lifts her face once more.
I can't stay like this forever, can I?
Of course you can!
Huh?
When I finally speak to Miri, she turns my way with a surprised expression. Her face is so soft, so innocent. Slowly, her lips curve into a smile.
It's Ocarine! Wow, how'd you know I was here?
I always know where my hostage is.
Hostage?
You cannot escape my grasp. Not ever.
Oh. But don't wear yourself out, okay? Yusi's a little worried.
Hyoin Kyoma is not so weak as to require your concern. When time comes, I'll tell you everything.
Huh?
So stay with me until then, like you always have.
Okay.
Miri stands up and turns to the grave once more. As an offering, she leaves a brand new white lily, as well as some dango dumplings.
Let's head back, Ocarine.
Should we get some dango for ourselves first? Back when we used to visit the cemetery together was part of our daily routine to eat dango on the way back.
Of course.
Oh, it was just sweet and sad and sweet, but sad. My insides. Oh, God. Oh, man. Like, I've really been enjoying this game, but I'm also I'm almost sort of looking forward to the end, just because, like, it's just too much fucking feels, man. It's like, there's just too much, like, emotion in this game. It's really, it's just hurting me every time I play this. It's like, I love it, but also just like, why, it hurts so bad. It hurts so good. No, just like, oh my God, just, I hope the true ending is a happy ending. I know I'm not going to get the true ending this time around. It sounds like basically it's going to come down to a Miri and a Krisu ending, right? But I'm guessing, to get the true ending, you have to respond in a specific way to certain messages that you get throughout the game. And when I get to that, I'll, show you guys how I'll use like a guide that tells me exactly how I'm supposed to get there, and I'll show you guys that. But I wonder if there's even like a rhyme or reason behind those actions that you take to get the true ending, or if it's just totally fucking random. I hope there at least is some logical reason behind it. Although, honestly, I don't know what it would be, because I feel like all the messages you got up to that point were all pretty much just like, I wouldn't affect anything, They don't seem like, because they were just like goofy little messages, but anyway, I think I'm gonna end here for now, guys. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe now, become a picky big one aboard the SLP, where the days are always sunny and the vids are always funny. I hope you guys have been enjoying this series as much as I have. I'm probably getting close to the end, I know it's been a relatively long series. It's not as long. Some of you guys are saying it's gonna be as long as like Steins or as a Persona or something. Not quite that long, unfortunately, but I've been enjoying it a lot. I hope you guys have been too. I know it's not really hasn't been much gameplay, but I think for the most part you guys seem to be enjoying it. So, anyway, till next time, guys, stay classy.